Yes, but the keep option and the rename option is same for the two data sets. So can we keep that one in common for two data sets?
Yes, we can do Nitisha, but say for example, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Uh, but it is too early. But since you asked me that question, say for example, I want to have a class one dataset and class two dataset. Okay, in the class one, I want to have name, sex, and age. Okay, in the class two also, I want to have name, sex, and age. And in the class one also, I want to rename sex as a gender. Sex as gender. In the class 2 also, I want to rename sex as a gender. Okay. And then, but in the class 1, I want to have only female students. In the class 2, I want to have only male students. This is your question, right?
Yes, sir.
So since keeping and renaming is the same, can't we write a common thing for both datasets? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So in future, what we are going to do? Yes, we want to create two datasets, class 1 and class 2. Now, set from where I want to create these both? From class. Okay. Now, equivalent to keep option and rename option, we have statements. Say, for example, if I write a keep, name, sex, age like this one. By the way, this is called keep statement. Okay. What this
Okay.
keep statement do? Keep statement works in the same way for all the data sets that are creating under one data step. So that means in both class 1 and class 2, what you are going to have now, you are going to have name, sex, and age only. By the way,
Okay.
this is called a keep statement. It works in the same way for both class 1 and class 2. And again, so you can use one more statement called rename statement. Rename statement sex is equal to how we want to have gender. Again, this rename statement works in the same way for both the datasets. Okay. But now,
Yes.
since I have a different requirement, now I will go over here. Now I will write where is equal to, open the parenthesis, gender is equal to. Now I'm going to write, what I can write, I'm going to write the capital F because I want to have only female students here. But here, what I'm going to do in the class 2, again, I'm going to write where is equal to. Now within the parenthesis, now sex is equal to. Now what should I write? I'm going to write the capital F. Understand this one?
Yes, sir. Got it.
సార్ అక్కడ
And these are about
మెయిల్ కడ జెండర్ అని కదా రాయాలి.
yeah, sure. Sorry, you should write the gender because we renamed it. We should write the gender. So keep and rename, these two are the statements. So it is going to work in the same way for both the data sets. But where is the option? It works differently for both the data sets because I have written where separately for this one. And this is called options. These are statements. But we'll discuss about these statements during the statements topic.
Okay, sir. And so one more doubt for the last
Yes.
question, that is the 13th question. I'm not able to import the text file into the SAS data. I mean, SAS.
Because we haven't completed the topic yet. Okay. So, and that's why I told you do it up to 10th task only because from the 11th one onwards, you cannot do it right now. So you need to have a little bit knowledge on that one and we'll discuss about that one later.
Okay, sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anybody wants to do the tasks now? Can share the screen and write the code or do you want me to go to the next topic? Anybody wants to have help to complete the tasks? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Who wants to write the code?
I can write, sir.
Vaishnavi, you want to write the code?
Yes, sir.
You have already done the task or you want to do it now? You have done the task?
Yes, sir, I have done the task. I've done it, sir.
Okay, okay. And can you do the ninth task, Vaishnavi? Share the screen. Can you do the ninth one?
Yes, sir.
Share your screen and write the ninth code for the ninth task. I'm stop. I'll stop sharing my screen. You can share your screen now.
I can't find share the screen, sir.
Under you're on laptop, right? So on down at your screen there is an up arrow. Can you see that up arrow?
Yes, sir.
Like a mic button. Yes, click on the up arrow button,
Yeah.
and then you can find your entire screen. Click on the entire screen,
Okay.
and then share your entire desktop, right? What are the options that you have got?
But it's not highlighting share button.
Okay, it won't be get highlighted, but what we can see on the screen now?
Chrome wants to share the contents of your screen with meet.google.com.
And click on that one more time. As soon as you click on that one, share button will be get highlighted. Did you get the share button? Yes. Don't close that. Okay. Anyway, if you click on that, no, it is going to share. Will get infinitive screens. Okay. Minimize that one and open your SaaS software. Ninth one.
Okay.
Ashnavi, when doing, try to explain what you're doing so that others can understand.
Okay, sir. Here, I need to select data, name, age, sex, and weight. So I'm keep option here. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I have to rename name as student name and sex as gender. Open parenthesis. And select the data whose age is from 13 to 15. And I need to keep the option where. And also, I want the data only for females. So I will see whether uh, what is written in females. Select the data and submit. I got the data. Sir. Hello.
Ashnavi, go to log window. Go to log window. That error that we have.
Gender. Sir.
Why we have error?
Gender bagre infinitive.
And because I used and, sir.
Okay.
uppercase.
No, data is not case sensitive. Program is not case sensitive.
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis
Where
for where?
parenthesis, Madhuri?
Although
Where is equal to, then she should start with parenthesis.
Here it is showing invalid option name and, sir.
And here
Go to the
gender is
program.
equal to, we can directly write this matching pattern over their string instead of parenthesis. As
Good.
well, maybe one more improvement you can do is age in, since this is 3 years, you can write 13, 14, 15. But if it's a large range, you can write less than, greater than, like that. So,
Okay.
But here, sir mentioned 13 to 15. No?
yeah,
So
yeah.
this,
In general, I'm saying this.
Vaishnavi, where is equal to, you should open the parenthesis.
okay.
Age in 13, 14, 15 and gender is equal to, you no need to write parenthesis.
For F,
You have written, yeah. And count the parenthesis now. Did you balance the parenthesis now? Check.
no, sir. Another one should come.
Okay, then give one more thing and try to and close the dataset. You open dataset, no, close it. And how come you have Vaishu library? Because did you create a permanent library?
Yes, sir.
Better to write a programming method, okay?
Okay, sir. I asked for that and I got a reply in group said that.
Because the problem with the permanent library, anybody can see your library, so they can delete your data.
Okay, sir. But
Always better to write a programming method. Tell me.
okay.
Go to log window again. Okay, good. Open the dataset. Did you get only females? Yes, 13 to 15. And you rename it to variables. Good, Vaishnavi.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can't we use between option
No.
instead of in?
Yes, we can use between,
Okay, sir.
but we use between when in where statement. I will tell you later
Okay,
when we
sir.
are discussing about the statement.
Shall I stop the
Yeah, you can stop. So who's going to write the next code? Quick. Or otherwise, can I ask the names? Avinash Singh, would you like to write the code? Balu? Shakri, Paul Guna, would you like to write the code? Chandrasekhar?
No, sir, I did not practice, so I'll try it tomorrow.
I don't say did not practice, try tomorrow and all. Because this is the starting, if you practice the tasks on the same day, it is going to be easy. Otherwise, it's going to get piled up. Okay?
Yeah, actually, I went in the morning, sir. So.
Okay. Okay. Kaniganti Kumar, would you like to write the code, Kumar? Okay, Kumar, you are like, from old batch, That's fine. Praveen, would you like to write the code?
Sir, I will write, sir.
Praveen Kumar, good. Open share your window screen and
Sir,
write the
I
13th
have to
13th
see the
task.
paper, sir, because I didn't learn by heart it. I have to see the question and paper.
Don't you have the questions with you?
Questions are there, sir. I will see, sir. Question number you tell, sir.
Yeah, 10th question. 10th task. Do you know how to share your screen? Yeah, we got it.
The screen is visible, sir. Sir, screen is visible, sir.
Yes, it is visible.
Meanwhile, I would like to ask you something. Whatever thoughts like about the class, you want to have any changes in the class,
That
like
I'm
more
question.
explanation?
Question is from I because I'm started now only sir practicing first over. I didn't went to 10th.
Do one thing then.
Okay sir.
Do the fourth one. But if you want to do the fourth one, did you import data set? Did you import the CSV file?
Yeah, first one only sir data file I'm trying to import prop import this one only sir.
See what you did after the CSV, you should not keep semicolon. Execute the program.
I have to remove sir here.
Yeah, you have to remove.
That's why it is not getting. I'm searching for.
Again, there is a problem. What you have written?
Proc import data file is equal to C given the
Out
where
is
the
Output, not output. Out is equal to dataset name.
yes sir I got sir, demo.
Now do the fourth one.
Yes sir I will go for fourth one.
Tell me, guys, you want to have any changes in the class, or you're comfortable with the class?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any issues, or you want to have any changes?
No, sir. Everything is
no, sir.
No.
Yes,
Give
sir.
me some suggestions, no? Minimize the iter window, maximize the iter window. What we should do, Praveen?
Yes,
Did you read the task?
First question what is there I'm reading sir. I have to take help data demo demo one of that.
Why that is coming in green color program, Praveen?
I didn't kept this one sir.
Forward slash.
Asterisk symbol.
Data demo one sir.
Which task we are doing, Praveen? The upper one and the down one?
This one is created no sir here demo.
No, you created by importing a CSV file.
Yes sir I
You
imported.
can't. No, you can't do that upper one, because if you want to do that one, you should get the data from SASL particulars. Do the down one, okay? Need to be take separate sex females as one data set, sex males as another data set.
Separate sex okay 6 females as one data set. That I will do sir.
Somebody can help him?
Set demo.
data demo 1 and demo 2.
Okay. No. Demo 1 space demo 2. Set demo semicolon. Run semicolon. Decide demo 2.
Open parenthesis.
Sampath, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
How did you find the class? You said you are the new student, right?
Yes, sir.
Keep is equal
Did
to
you have the backup?
No, sir.
EMP ID. EMP ID name education 6.
Monica Ankireddy, am I audible to you?
Sir.
So, did you do the tasks, Monica?
Is equal to
Remote
open parenthesis.
Pardon, Monica, tell me again.
Age is equal to
remote desktop
age is equal to
Okay, okay.
నేను కాంటాక్ట్ చేశాను
equal to
You are new?
yes.
Okay.
EMD underscore age.
Okay, Monica. Naresh Komineni, am I audible to you, Naresh?
Space.
Did you do the task, Naresh?
Income is equal to salary.
How many?
6, sir.
Income is equal to
What?
salary.
What happened to remaining 4?
Yeah, I will do end of the day, sir.
COM.
You are working?
Yes, sir.
Are you working or a student?
Salary.
Sir, working, sir.
Sandeep, am I audible to you?
Salary, type full salary.
Salary. Right.
What happened, Sandeep? How many tasks that you have done?
No, sir, I'm just physically, sir. I just finished my back friends and then.
Space.
Okay. Mahesh, am I audible to you? Vanita, if the question says select age 20 to 40, you should say if age greater than or equal to 20 and less than or equal to 40 and age less than or equal to 40. Okay? That is how we should write it.
Still program is there.
I have done
Remote,
this.
down to demo 1. And again, write the same. Keep rename option.
Sai Maheshwari, am I audible to you? Sai Maheshwari. Sampath, you can keep your mic on mute now. Yes, Maheshwari.
Okay.
Did you do the task, Maheshwari? Sana, am I audible to you, Sana? Santosh. Santosh, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Local.
Yes, Santosh.
Salary తర్వాత క్లోజ్ చేయి.
Santosh.
Where is
Yes,
it, sir?
What are you up to?
Sir, I could finish 5 and rest I have to do, sir.
Finish it off, huh?
Open the parenthesis. Where is it? Open the
Saranya.
6 is equal.
Single quote.
Sarita.
Females.
Am I audible to you, Sarita?
The data set. Quotation female. Quotation female.
Sarita, am I audible to you?
హలో సార్ ఎస్ సార్
టాస్క్ చేస్తున్నారండి ఎంతవరకు అయినాయి?
సార్ అదే సార్ ఈ క్లాసెస్ 2 నేను అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదు సార్. యాక్చువల్గా బాబుని హాస్పిటల్ తీసుకెళ్ళి ఉన్నాను, సో అందువల్ల చేయలేదు సార్.
ఓకే.
Within the quotation.
Quotation.
Quotations.
Put quotes.
Same here also, no, sir?
Uday Paul, am I audible to you, Uday?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Uday? What you are doing?
So,
M.
4 tasks are completed.
Quotation.
Why, Uday? What about the remaining 6 1?
At the end of the day, I will complete, sir. Working.
Do it now.
Yes, sir. Also, bro. One more parenthesis.
Demo one also.
Vishnu Kumar Raju.
కింద semicolon తీసేయండి.
How about you? What are the tasks? How you are doing?
Yes, sir. I'm not started yet, sir.
You have to complete, no?
Yes, sir. Definitely, I will complete. Today, I have small work left, sir. Right, start.
Yakana, am I audible to you, Yakana?
Variable box close చేయండి. వేరియబుల్ టేబుల్ క్లోజ్ చేయండి.
Vaishuk CH. Am I audible to you, Vaishuk?
ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది?
Go to log window, Praveen.
పెట్టలేదు లాస్ట్ లో.
Is the way sex equal not in double quotation?
Go a little bit up. Go. File worker demo data does not exist. You do not have a data set demo. What happened? You don't have the demo data set in the worker demo?
Library, sir.
In the lab.
Demo one once again submit kar.
This one all in the work library.
Sorry, actually, I can keep in the.
See, you created the demo in Praveen 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now
Close the data sets. You open the data sets. Close the data sets first.
Okay. Can close the.
Sai Puja. Am I audible to you, Sai Puja?
Yes, sir.
Did you do all the tasks?
I have been practicing in remote desktop actually.
Work library.
No, it seems to be not working at this moment.
Yeah, it's got. Thank you, thank you. I got it. Sir, I got it, sir.
Praveen, you require a little bit practice, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have to practice.
Sir, here we can use statement options, right, sir? Keep in Kadi.
I have to concentrate.
Yes, you can use statements, but still we haven't completed the statements now because we are discussing only data statement. Let him write only options. In future, we'll do statements.
Sir?
Yes.
Hello. Sir.
Yes,
ఇది
Sandeep.
ఇంగ్లీడ్ కామర్స్ ఉంది కదా సార్. ప్రవీణ్ ఇంగ్లీడ్ కామర్స్ డబుల్ యూనిట్ కామర్స్ వీడియో సార్. నేను సింగిల్ అండ్ డబుల్ యూనిట్ చేశాను.
Anything you can use, both. Either single or double, anything will work.
Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to write the code next? Arshia, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, but I have logged in through my mobile, sir.
Not a good sign. You should not log in through your mobile, okay?
Okay, sir.
Don't do
next
that.
time.
Achyut Babu, am I audible to you? So wants to write the code, Achyut? I can't hear you. Achyut. Ajay Reddy.
Hello.
Yeah, would you write the code, Ajay?
I have not practiced it.
You haven't practiced it, right?
Yes, sir. I'm working. Just now I came, sir. 1 hour back.
Vikram?
I will write in tomorrow.
Okay. Vikram,
Yes, sir.
would you like to write the code?
Yes, sir. But I
You're
joined
on
with.
mobile.
Yes, sir.
Once you have completed the data statement, what is the next statement that we have?
In file. In file statement.
In file statement. Very good. In file statement. Now, I want to create a data set from in-stream data. Here I have few lines of in-stream data. You know what you mean by in-stream data? If you take data directly within the SAS, we call it as in-stream data. Now I want to create a data set. Now I'm writing the program. Data set name, maybe DS1. Summary, keep your mic on mute. Now, in file, I'm writing data lines because we have in-stream data, or otherwise you can also write the cards. Now I'm writing the input statement. In the input statement, I'm writing variable names ID because 001002 I want to have into ID, then name variable. So we have a character data, so I'm keeping a dollar symbol, then gender sex variable, character data dollar symbol, then I want to have a age, then I want to have it as in a salary, keep a semicolon. I'm writing the data lines one more time, semicolon. Now at the end of the data, if you want, you can keep a semicolon. Now write the run statement. Now, you know that if I execute this program, yes, we are going to have a DS1 dataset. In the DS1 dataset, we are going to have 5 variables and 4 observations. No complications in this. It is very straightforward. And yes, we are going to have 5 variables and 4 observations. Now, I want to create a dataset from a text file that we are using every day. So in the SAS data folder, I have a demo1 text file. I want to create a dataset from this one. Shift right click, copy as path. Now I'm writing the program. Data. I want to have a dataset emp semicolon. Then I'm writing the in file, path of the text file semicolon. Then I'm writing the input. Yes, I want to have emp id. Then name, character data dollar symbol, age, sex character variable dollar symbol. Then I want to have a salary and a location dollar symbol semicolon. Now write the run statement. Okay. Now select the program and execute the program. Yes, we are going to have emp dataset. In the dataset, we are going to have a 6 variables, and you know we are going to have 23 observations because in the text file we have a 23 records. Now I want to import a CSV file. In SAS data folder, I have a CSV folder. In that, I have a few CSV files. I want to import this hot CSV file. Right click, copy as path. Now go to the program. Now I'm writing I'm writing proc import. Data file is equal to path of the CSV file. Now within the same statement, out is equal to dataset name. I want to have it as a hot. Then I'm writing dbms is equal to CSV. Now, if you have already in the work library, if you have a hot data set, replace the old data with the new data. So replace option, end of the statement semicolon, end of the program, run statement select. Now, if I select the program and execute the program, yes, we are going to have hot data set in the work library. Now, you know that we are going to do the same program for even for Excel sheet also. The only difference is going to be this Excel sheet is going to have a .xls here, and DBMS is going to become
Tab.
XLS.
XLS.
Excel sheet, no XLS or XLSX, whatever it might be. So that is the only difference between CSV file and Excel sheet. Okay. Now I want to create EMP1 from existing EMP dataset. What is the program you will write? Data. EMP1 semicolon set EMP semicolon run. Now I'm selecting this program, executing this program. Now we have an EMP1 and we are going to have the same data of EMP. Now, here I have written 4 different programs. One is for in-stream data, one is for text file data, one is either maybe CSV file or Excel sheet, both are same, and one program to create a new data set from existing data set. Now tell me, in which scenario we require in-file statement? In which scenario we do not require in-file statement?
రా డేటాకి కావాలి
The text file,
Data and text file.
the info text file.
టెక్స్ట్ ఫైల్
Digital data and text file.
Very good. When we have a data in stream or raw data, or when we have a data in a text file, we require in-file statement. But when you're importing an Excel sheet or a CSV file, we do not require in-file statement. Or when we're creating a new dataset from an existing dataset also, we do not require in-file statement. Clear so far? Now tell me, what we are writing when we are creating a dataset from in-stream data. What we are writing in the in-file statement?
Data lines.
Data lines. Data lines or cards. But when you're creating a dataset from text file, what we are writing in the in-file statement?
Path.
Path of that
The variable names.
Path of the text file. Path of the text file. Isn't it? So now how we can define in-file statement? You only tell me how to define in-file statement. We require in-file statement when we have data, when we have raw data or text file data. Right? Now, when we have in-stream data, we are writing data lines. When we have a text file data, we are writing path of the text file. What does it mean? That means in-file statement identifies the data. So that means it will tell you where we have the data. So whether if it is an in-stream data, what you will write? Data lines. If it is a text file data, what you will write? Path of the text file. So that means in-file statement identifies, it will tell you where you have the data, whether the data is in stream or if it is present in a text file. So in-file statement identifies the data. And not only that one, along with the input statement, in-file statement reads data values into variables. In-file statement along with input statement, it reads data values into the variables. This is how we can define an in-file statement. So in-file statement is required when we have in-stream data or text file data. And in-file statement identifies the location of the data, whether it's an in-stream data or a text file data. And along with the input statement, in-file statement reads data values into the variables. Understand this one? Now, not only to write the data lines. If you have in-stream data, I told you what we should write, data lines. If you have a text file data, what you should write? We should write the path of the text file. And not only that one, from now onwards, in the in-file statement, depends upon our requirement, we are going to write a few options. Where we are writing these options? In which statement we are writing these options? In-file statement, right? So that's why these options are called in-file statement options. Why we call it as in-file statement options? Because we are going to write these options in the in-file statement. what are the options that we write? Now we'll see that one. Now I'm taking this data again one more time. Now I want to create a data set called DS1. Now tell me what is the program that you will write? Data DS1 semicolon in file data lines or cards. Now I'm writing data lines. Input, I want to have ID, name character variable, dollar symbol, then sex character variable, dollar symbol, age, and salary semicolon. Then I'm going to write data lines semicolon. And finally, if you can keep a semicolon, now write the run statement. Now, you know what is going to happen. So it is going to start from here. I told you 1, 2, 3, space. What is the condition I told you? Space or eight characters. Whichever comes first, it will read up to that point. మరి ఇప్పుడు నాకు చెప్పండి ఏది ఫస్ట్ వస్తుందండి 1, 2, 3 space. 3 digits we have a space. Now these 3 digits will go to which variable?
ID.
ID variable. Now after the space, again it will start here 1, 2, 3 space. Now these 3 characters will go to which variable?
Name variable.
Name variable. And very good. And after the space, we have one character and space. This m will go to which variable?
Variable.
Sex variable. And after the space, we have a 2, 3, 23 will go to which variable? Age variable. And after the space, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 45,000 will go to which variable? Salary. And how SAS knows that you should give only 001 to ID, ABC should give it to name, M you should give it to sex, or 23 should give it to age, 45,000 will go to salary. How SAS knows that one?
Because of the space.
Very good, because of the space. I told you space is the default delimiter. So before the space, the value will go to one variable, and after the space, the value will go to the next variable, and after the space, the value will go to the next variable. And so by default, space is the delimiter. By default, space is the delimiter. So that is how SAS can understand. Okay, now 001 will go to ID, and after the space, ABC will go to name, and after the space, M will go to sex variable, and after the space, 23 will go to age, and after the space, the next value will go to salary. So in the input statement, we have 5 variables. In the input record, we have 5 values. Each value will go to one variable. So this will become one observation. And the second one will become one observation, third observation, and the fourth observation. And this is how SAS is going to read the data. Now we are going to have a DS1 data set, 5 variables and 4 observations. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
Remember, I told you, if you have a name, say for example, like this one, then what is going to happen if I execute this program?
It will read only 8 characters.
001 will go to ID. After the space, I told you space or 8 characters, whichever comes first, it will stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. LATHA will go to which variable? Name variable. What about the remaining part?
It will not appear.
That will be get ignored. That will be get ignored. And after that, M will go to sex, and again 23 will go to age, 45,000 will go to salary. So I told you, because of maximum it can read only 8 characters. Okay. Now I have one more situation. I have Lata space ready. Now tell me again, according to your current knowledge, what is going to happen now? Again tell me 001 will go to ID. Now after the space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lata will go to which variable? Name. And after the space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reddy will go to which variable? Very good, sex variable. Sex variable. And after the space, M will go to which variable? But age is a numerical variable. It cannot understand the character data. You will have a null value. And after the space, 23 will go to which variable? Salary variable. And now tell me what is going to happen to this 45,000?
ID.
It will be
No,
ignored.
that will be get ignored. Understand this one? So now this is the problem that we have. And if I execute this program, yes, we have a DS1. And now can you say Lata will go to name, but Reddy will go to sex? But whatever the sex value, you should go to age, but age is a numerical variable. It cannot read the character data. Now age value is going to salary, but actual salary value is getting ignored. So that means I am not getting the data properly. So if I have a Lata Reddy without any space, I'm not getting the data completely because the maximum it can read only 8 characters. Understand so far? That's why for the time being, I'm writing only names less than or equal to 8 characters. Now I'm using only single words, one word names, so that you will not have any complications. But now, this is my data. How this data is different from the previous data?
It has comma.
Separated commas.
The values are separating with
CSV files.
No, this is not CSV file. I have written the data directly within the SAS.
It is
This file.
separated by commas.
The data values are separating with commas. Now I want to create data set. I'm writing data ds2 in file. What I should write in file?
Data
lines.
Data lines. Then I'm writing the input statement. I want to have an ID, name character variable, name character variable dollar symbol, dollar symbol, then sex character variable dollar symbol, then age, then salary semicolon, then data lines semicolon.
Data lines.
Salary semicolon. Now write the run statement. Am I going to get the data if I execute this program?
No, sir. It will club in variable.
Proper data.
Gamma sir.
Tell me your explanation.
It will take comma as a.
It doesn't have
space only.
Okay.
Don't take space for characters.
It will read as single variable, sir. Total first name.
Okay. So
It will come under ID. ID.
okay.
Doesn't
Okay then.
Doesn't read commas and all.
You know, but you don't want to tell. See, it will start here. What is the rule? What is the rule? Space or 8 characters comes. Space or 8, whichever comes first, it will stop there, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, 1, 2, 3. Do we have a space here?
No.
No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will lead up to maximum
8 characters.
8 characters. So this should go to which variable?
One way.
ID. But ID is what variable? Numerical variable. Can the numerical variable can read the character data?
No.
No. You won't get the data. That is what I'm expecting from you guys. Now, if I execute this program, you will not get any data. You won't get any observation. But because you know that it is going to read maximum 8, I do not have any spaces anywhere, so it can read maximum 8. The remaining part will be get ignored. But ID is a numerical variable. It cannot understand this data. You won't get it. That's why I'm not getting anything. Then what we should do? Here it is not a normal data. We have comma as a delimiter. Now, when we have a comma as a delimiter, you know what we are going to do? In the in file statement, after writing the data, why we are writing the data lines? Because in stream data, yes, we have written the data lines, and after the data lines, before the semicolon, you should use an option called DSD. Where I'm writing this option? In the in-file statement. That's why a DSD is called as an in-file statement option. What you mean by DSD? Delimiter sensitive data. What this DSD can do? DSD can treat comma as a delimiter. It can treat comma as a delimiter. So that means whenever we have a data which are separating with a comma symbol, then in that scenario, in the infile statement, now we will read the DSD. Mr. Hari Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Can you please keep your mic unmuted?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I use a DSD option, it treats comma as a delimiter. Now see, if I select my program and execute the program, yes, I'm going to have a DSD data set. But can you see, do we have the data?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we got the data. That means when we have a comma as a delimiter between the values, what is the option you should write in the infile statement?
DSD.
Yes.
DSD. What do you mean by DSD? Delimiter? Sensitive
Data.
Sensitive data. So what it can do? It treats comma as a delimiter. Understand this one? Okay, then we'll continue the things in tomorrow's class. Please, everybody, if anybody couldn't able to complete the task, please do it by tomorrow, so that we can work on the next one. Okay?
Sir, one small doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the 10th task, sir, we will write two programs. One is the
No, you should write only one program.
Sir, my password
Okay,
remove.
10th task, you should write the total 3 programs. First, you should write the data step. Then, if you want to rename the password, you should write the proc datasets and the second program. And again, to remove the password, again, you should write the proc datasets. Total 3 programs.
Sir,
first password apply cheyali.
Yes, sir. Password apply చేసిన తర్వాత అంటే రీనేమ్ ఉంది సార్ మళ్ళీ శ్రీనివాస్ యాజ్ సాస్ శ్రీనివాస్ ని అంటే సాస్ గా చేంజ్ చేయాలి సార్. అప్పుడు నేను డేటా సెట్ ఓపెన్ చేసేటప్పుడు స్టాన్సిస్ నాట్ శ్రీనివాస్ స్టాన్సిస్ కొట్టినా సాస్ కొట్టినా కానీ డేటా సెట్ అనేది ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది సార్.
మీరు ఎక్కడ క్రియేట్ చేశారు డేటా సెట్?
ఓన్ లైబ్రరీ సార్ క్రియేటెడ్.
ఓకే, ప్రాక్ డేటాసెట్స్ ఎలా రాశారు చెప్పండి చేంజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు? ప్రాక్ డేటాసెట్స్
అంటే ఇంకా ప్రాక్ రాలేదు సార్.
మీరు అంటే ఫస్ట్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడే అప్లై అవ్వట్లేదా?
స్టాన్సిస్
ఫస్ట్ అసలు పాస్వర్డ్ అప్లై అవ్వట్లేదా మీకు ఫస్ట్ టైం?
పాస్వర్డ్ అప్లై అవుతాను సార్. పాస్వర్డ్ వస్తాను.
రీచేంజ్ చేయడానికి ఏం చేశారు ప్రోగ్రామ్?
రీనేమ్ చేంజ్ చేసిన సార్. రీనేమ్ ఆప్షన్ స్టాన్సిస్ యాజ్ సాస్ సార్.
అది రీనేమ్ కాదండి, పాస్వర్డ్ ని చేంజ్ చేయడం. ఫస్ట్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారు చెప్పండి?
స్టాన్సిస్.
స్టాన్సిస్ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా రీనేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ రీనేమ్ చేయాలి? ఎలా రీనేమ్ చేయాలి?
నార్మల్ గా రీనేమ్ చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది. స్టాన్సిస్
రీనేమ్ అంటే ఏంటి? రీనేమ్ అక్కడ వేరియబుల్ రీనేమ్ చేయాలా, పాస్వర్డ్ చేంజ్ చేయాలా? పాస్వర్డ్ మీరు వేరియబుల్ రీనేమ్ చేయకూడదు, పాస్వర్డ్ చేంజ్ చేయాలంటే ప్రాక్ డాట్సెస్ అనే ప్రొసీజర్ రాయాలి.
ఓకే సార్. టోటల్ 3 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్.
ముందు డేటా స్టెప్ రాసి పాస్వర్డ్ అప్లై చేస్తారు, దెన్ ప్రాక్ డాట్సెస్ రాసి ఏం చేస్తారు? పాస్వర్డ్ రీనేమ్ చేస్తారు. అంటే చేంజ్ చేస్తారు పాస్వర్డ్ ని, తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారు? పాస్వర్డ్ రిమూవ్ చేస్తారు. రిమూవ్ చేయాలి. ఓకే దెన్ సీ టుమారో.